What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Mandibles, the newest film from director Quentin Dupieux. Before we begin, hey, if you like my channel, awesome, hit the subscribe button and join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, awesome, hit the like button and comment below on any video that you watch, including this one. So the story of Mandibles tells the story of Jean-Gab and Manu, who are the Harry and Lloyd of this movie from Dumb and Dumber. They're idiots. They try every scheme in the Mandible to get money. And one day, in the middle of driving across country in this car that they've stolen, they find a gigantic fly. And this fly, they've decided to train to basically make money and possibly rob banks. And they go on a quest to the countryside of France because this is a French movie. And they end up taking over somebody's trailer. They end up destroying the trailer, and they end up at this house of somebody that they're conning to believe that they're an old high school flame or high school friend. And it basically just is about these two idiots who somehow keep finding their way through kind of dumb sheer luck. And on top of that, there is a gigantic fly. I cannot not talk about that enough. There's a gigantic fly in this movie. And so this movie, which is from the director of the horror film Rubber, and Rubber was of course about a tire that kills people, is presenting a very farcical, very surrealist tale of comedy, of humor, a very Farley Brothers style of type of humor. And we are basically with these two characters throughout this entire movie, and they just constantly do stupid things. They're just constantly getting themselves into trouble. They're constantly finding ways of getting out of trouble. And then when they end up at this house, it's like they're using every possible manner to hide this fly, which is very surrealist in its own nature. And I'm sitting here watching this movie, and there's a woman in this movie who's Adèle Exarchopoulos, who was in Blue and is the Warmest Color. And she has a brain disorder that causes her to speak really loudly. She is very blunt with what she says, and it makes it for a very farcical comedy, whether you get offended or not. And so I'm watching this movie, as I said, and I have no idea what is the point of this movie. I don't know the extent of why I'm watching this movie. But when you watch this movie from Quentin Dupieux, who's obviously a very talented comedian of a director, and you watch something like Rubber, you kind of have to go with it. You kind of have to just sit back and just take in the farcical nature of what is happening. I mean, for instance, we have a giant fly, like I said, and this fly, they tape the wings down so that the fly can't escape. But it's the fact of how they're hiding this fly when they're at these people's houses. They're hiding in the bedroom. They actually steal a dog to disguise as the fly that this young woman who has the issue. And it's just a mind f of a movie. It's just like you're sitting here and you're laughing because it's so audacious and so outlandish and so stupid, but it's so funny, and it makes you giggle, and it makes you actually enjoy what you're watching. It takes a certain type of director to kind of bring that out, because if you don't know how to do stupid comedy, which this is a very stupid comedy, then you can actually fail on all levels. Look at all those spoof movies that were very, very terrible, very dumb, very just outlandish and kind of racist and kind of sexist in a lot of ways. That's how you don't do movies right. But here, you have to kind of go with the surrealistic nature of the fact that not only is there a giant fly, but there's this woman with brain disorder, and there's these two idiots, and there's this, group of people that just are in there as fodder in a lot of ways. So it's a very strange, very oddball type movie that is very French in its nature, that has very French sensibilities. I think I really enjoyed this movie. I want to say, I don't want to say 100% guaranteed that I truly love this movie. I truly think this is a kind of a fun, kinetic, kind of a classic comedy. There's points where they're having the giant fly eat paint, and they're feeding it out of their hand, and they're petting it. It's really gross because flies are really disgusting, but somehow this fly is adorable and kind of cute, like an animal, like a pet. And it leads to a very funny moment at the very end of the movie with the fly. And it's just it's a movie that has a very strong sense about what it's trying to do. It has a director that really truly knows the ridiculous nature of what he's presenting. And I just think it's a movie that as long as you can kind of deal with the nature of the absurdity and the surrealism, I think you can enjoy this movie like I did. And like I said, if I see it a couple more times, I might actually truly think it's a great movie. But as of right now, I'm kind of on the fence. But, give me a couple more times, I might actually truly enjoy it. So for the time being, I still recommend it. If you've seen Rubber, definitely see this movie. So, but that's it. That's my take on Mandibles. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the movie Rubber. What do you think about farcical, surrealist comedies or outlandish goofball comedies like what the Fairley Brothers do and all that good stuff. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, awesome. Hit the like button. And that's it. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.